Now that we've created our first campaign, it's time to go through our campaign dashboard and to view the results. To get to the campaign dashboard, we'll just select the campaign drop-down list here. We could start to scroll through any of our campaigns to find it, but my favorite way to continue forward is just start typing the name of the campaign or any keywords inside of it, and then just selecting it from the drop-down list. Once we do so, we're then brought to the campaign dashboard. At the top, we'll notice that we have a new toolbar where we can view the results of our ads and check out some different analytics. For the most part, your basic results are going to be found under the Dashboard tab, but it will go through all of the tabs here today. At the top of our campaign dashboard, we can see our same overview graph where we can add or remove any of the metrics here that we'd like to view. Underneath that, on the left-hand side, we'll find the campaign details box. From here, you can make a majority of the higher level changes that you need in your campaign. These are things like editing your budget, extending your end date, or even changing your optimization goal, day parting, or tags. In addition, you can also copy your campaign directly from the dashboard. To the right-hand side, we'll also find the current target box, and this gives you a brief summary of everything that was targeted inside of this campaign. We'll also put a split test icon next to any active split test that you have. If you didn't have a chance to save your audience on step 3, you do have another chance to save it here. Right next to that is the Request Review button. If you're having trouble with the performance of your campaign and you'd like some expert advice on how to improve it, you can use our Review Request feature. Just select the Request Review button, and then you can select your review language and even type in a message for us to focus on specifically. After you pay the $47 review fee, you'll find your campaign review on your campaign dashboard right underneath the name of your campaign. You'll also be able to find this under the Services tab. Underneath those boxes, you can find the Optimization Rules box. From here, we can choose to enable or disable automatic optimization or select our own custom rule. We'll also find our reach and frequency under the Delivery Overview box. This brings us to top factors. Anytime you've decided to split test different elements in your campaign, you'll see the top factors box will indicate the top and worst performing parts of that split test. In this campaign, we decided to split test location, so the system's bringing up 2 of the countries that we decided to split test, the US and the UK. We can see here that the system is highlighting the cost per conversion, and on average we're spending about $2.71 per conversion in the UK versus the $4.16 that we're spending in the US. We could choose to pause the United States from here in order to save ourselves that extra cost per conversion. If you're tracking multiple conversions, AdEspresso will use the main conversion for this graph, but you can select the See All Conversions button to see a full breakdown of all of your conversion events. We can also see this information a little bit more in depth by seeing the See Full Stats button, and this can also be found here at the top of the toolbar in the Ads Reporting page. The Ads Reporting page will appear anytime you have decided to split test different parts of your campaign, and you'll be able to see the results as such. Your primary and secondary stats will indicate any split test objects that you've created here. In this campaign, we just decided to test the different locations. Under the Graph Metric dropdown, we can choose which metric we'd like to be displayed on our graph. For instance, right now we're looking at the average cost per conversion in each of the different locations that we've decided to split test here. We can also see this information on a line chart, and we can see how each of them have been performing. Underneath that line chart, we could also pause any of these elements straight from this dashboard. So instead of having to go into the All Ads tab and make any changes, we can do so straight from the results. Now let's take a moment to head back into our dashboard. The next box we'll see is going to be the Audience Inspector box. From here, you're going to be able to see any breakdowns such as age, gender, location, device type, placement, platform, and region. And then you can choose your conversion to track against. For instance, right now we're looking at the people who visited our tour page by their age range. So if we're taking a look at our amount of conversions, we can see that we solidly get the most conversions from the 25-34 age range, followed by 35 to 44, 45 to 54, and 18 to 24. It looks like we're not seeing a lot of conversions from those 55 and above, so if we were going to use this information to create a new campaign, chances are we would really like to narrow our targeting down. Underneath that, you'll be able to see your relevance score in the relevance engagement box, and you can see how that performs over time. You can also view your post reactions, page likes, and comments from here. If you select on the comments button, you'll also see the ability to quickly navigate to your ad on Facebook so you can moderate those comments and take any follow-up actions needed. Underneath this, we can find our best period box, which will show us on average the best time of the day and day of the week for our campaigns. We can hover over each of these date boxes, and the same thing for the hours of the day, in order to see some metrics like click-through rate, cost per click, clicks, and impressions. We'll also let you know the top ad in your campaign. You'll be able to see a quick list of the most common metrics, and you'll have the option to view that post on Facebook. And that's going to bring us to the goals and conversion box. From here, we're going to let you know how many impressions led to clicks and how many clicks to your main goal. We'll also let you know that conversion rate. If you've decided to select multiple pixel events, you'll also be able to see the full list of events that you decided to track, the amount of conversions they had, the cost per conversion, conversion rate, and revenue.